tiny warrior takes on one of Africa's deadliest predators. In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun scorches the earth and wild winds sweep across the plains, an incredible battle for survival unfolds every day. This is a confrontation between supreme survival instinct and a deadly predator. This is the story of the yellow mongoose, a small creature renowned for its speed, courage, and remarkable agility, and its formidable opponent, the Cape Cobra, whose venom can kill in seconds. This encounter is not just a fight for survival. It is a testament to the power of cooperation, quick thinking, and determination to fight when all odds are against you. As dawn breaks, the yellow mongoose begins its day. After a night of foraging, it now searches for shelter, not just any burrow, but one belonging to ground squirrels. Unlike many other animals, these squirrels have developed a special symbiotic relationship with the mongoose. It's a partnership built on mutual benefit. The mongoose protects the squirrels from predators, and in return, they offer it a safe place to rest. A squirrel cautiously emerges from the burrow, sniffing the air before stepping outside. It begins to nibble on seeds scattered across the dry ground. Meanwhile, from the entrance, the mongoose silently watches, always ready to react at the first sign of danger. Between them exists an unspoken bond. The mongoose has saved them many times, and they trust it will do so again. But today, danger is closer than they realize. The camera zooms in on the golden sand, focusing on a shape gliding low across the ground, a Cape Cobra. With its deadly venom and golden brown scales blending perfectly with the terrain, it is almost invisible. The snake senses the squirrel's movement, but it also senses the mongoose. Suddenly, the male squirrel standing guard spots the intruder and lets out a desperate alarm call. Hearing it, the mongoose bursts out of the burrow without hesitation. Fearless, it faces the cobra head-on. The snake strikes fiercely, but the mongoose is quicker, dodging each attack with lightning speed. After a tense exchange, the cobra realizes it cannot win and retreats. The mongoose and the squirrels aren't the only ones who understand the strength of teamwork. Meet the meerkats, small but brave creatures living in tight-knit family groups. Like the mongoose, They know that survival depends not on individual strength, but on unity. Today, a Cape Cobra is sneaking toward their burrow where the pups are hiding. A young female meerkat standing guard senses the danger and immediately sounds the alarm. The family must act fast to save their young. Without hesitation, the clan moves into action. One group of meerkats rushes out to confront the snake, distracting it and drawing its attention away from the burrow. At the same time, another group quickly moves the pups to safety through a network of tunnels. It's a daring but well-coordinated rescue, and it works. The meerkats once again prove the power of teamwork, where every member plays a vital role. Elsewhere, another battle unfolds, this time in the skies above the Savanna. The pygmy falcon, Africa's smallest bird of prey, is fiercely defending its territory. As a Cape Cobra slithers toward their nest, the pair wastes no time responding. With bold and aggressive calls, the tiny falcons dive toward the snake. But the cobra doesn't back down. The birds escalate the fight, launching a series of dive-bombing attacks with sharp talons and fearless precision. Though small in size, these falcons show no fear in protecting their young. Overwhelmed by the relentless assault, the cobra finally retreats. The brave little birds have saved their nest, proving that size isn't everything. What we've witnessed today are a series of extraordinary encounters, each one demonstrating the incredible power of unity. Whether it's the partnership between the yellow mongoose and ground squirrels, the teamwork of the meerkat clan, or the courage of the pygmy falcons, each story reveals that survival in the wild is not about strength alone. It's about cooperation, adaptability, and the ability to think fast when danger strikes. In nature, it's not the biggest or the strongest that survive, it's those who can work together. Thank you for joining us on this wild adventure. If you enjoyed these incredible survival stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next wild encounter. In this struggle for survival, two destined enemies are about to clash. On one side stands the king Cobra, small yet full of pride. Its weapon is deadly neurotoxic venom, powerful enough to bring down an elephant with a single strike. Speed, precision, and the fear it spreads are the crown of snakes. Facing it is a creature from prehistoric times, the Komodo dragon. A cold-blooded giant, the absolute ruler of its island domain. It possesses not only brute strength, but also a secret weapon, saliva filled with harmful bacteria and venom that slows blood clotting, turning every bite into a slow, painful death sentence. The battle begins. This is not just an animal fight, but a primal showdown between neurotoxin and biological weapon, between speed and raw endurance. The Komodo dragon, with armor-thick skin, charges forward. The cobra dodges, trying to find an opening for its fatal strike. Dust rises. A fierce struggle unfolds, where every move could be the last. And in the end, the Komodo's strength and its incredible resistance to venom prevail. It devours its enemy, cementing its place as the undisputed ruler. But absolute strength does not always win. In the deserts of North America, another warrior relies on speed and strategy. This is the rodent, a small bird with extraordinary courage. Its opponent, the rattlesnake, a master of camouflage with lightning-fast strikes. On the African savanna, another unique hunter appears, the secretary bird. Regal in appearance, yet a ground hunter by choice. With long, powerful legs covered in protective scales, it is a specialist in eliminating venomous snakes. Another cobra emerges, but this time, its foe comes from the sky. The secretary bird approaches carefully, wings spread like a shield, and then delivers crushing stomps like hammer blows. Each strike carries immense force, enough to shatter bones. The snake has no chance to resist. This is a display of perfect adaptation, a warrior designed to conquer the most dangerous enemies on land. Perhaps no enemy of snakes is more famous than the mongoose. Small, fast, and gifted with remarkable resistance to venom. When a mongoose family faces a fierce black cobra, the battle becomes a lesson in bravery and cooperation. group surrounds the snake, moving constantly so it cannot focus on a single target. The snake turns, striking quickly, biting its body and head. Even one of the most feared predators becomes helpless against relentless harassment. In the end, the cobra collapses under the coordinated assault. Once again, teamwork prevails. From the strength of the Komodo dragon, the speed of the roadrunner, the specialized skills of the secretary bird, to the unity of the mongoose pack, each creature has found its own way to survive in this unforgiving world. The battles we have just witnessed are not cruelty. They are the essence of nature, an endless cycle of life and death, of predator and prey. Here, on these ancient battlefields, the law of survival is written each day, in blood, in venom, and in the unyielding will to endure. Who is the most effective predator in Africa? The lion, king of the Savanna, or the cheetah, the whirlwind of the plains? The answer may surprise you. The lion, though powerful, succeeds in only about 30% of its hunts. The cheetah, the fastest land animal on the planet, has only a 50-50 chance. But there is one animal, an underestimated killer, that holds an astonishing record. Its hunting success rate can reach up to 90%. It can bring down prey weighing over 300 kilograms. They are brilliant strategists, tireless marathon runners, and among the most fearsome predators in Africa. Introducing the African wild dog. Often mistaken for hyenas, the African wild dog is in fact a member of the canine family, closely related to wolves and jackals. With a unique spotted coat, no two individuals alike, large rounded ears and a slender body, they are built for speed and endurance. An adult can weigh up to 40 kilograms and reach 80 centimeters in height, making them the second largest wild canid after the gray wolf. But their ultimate weapon does not lie in size, it lies in the power of unity. African wild dogs live and hunt almost entirely in packs. A pack can include up to 30 individuals, led by an alpha pair, the dominant male and female. Unlike many other predators, the hierarchy within a wild dog pack is remarkably peaceful. They rarely fight over food. Instead, they display an extraordinary social spirit. Pups, the elderly, and the injured are given priority at meals. Pack members will even regurgitate food to share with those staying behind to care for the young. Unlike the cheetah, which relies on explosive bursts of speed, the African wild dog uses a strategy of relentless pursuit. They are the marathon runners of the savanna. Relying on their sharp eyesight and acute hearing, they launch the chase. They can maintain speeds of 60 kilometers per hour over several kilometers. The pack moves as a single unit, taking turns leading to wear the prey down. Once the prey is exhausted, the pack strikes from multiple directions. The attack is swift and brutal. Due to competition from other predators, they often begin feeding even before the prey has completely died. Antelopes and zebras and young buffalo all can fall victim. But life on the savanna is far from peaceful. Even top predators have enemies. The greatest threat to the African wild dog is the lion. Larger and stronger, lions frequently steal their kills and even kill them to eliminate competition. The spotted hyena, with its powerful bite and aggressive nature, is also a formidable rival. They often follow wild dog hunts, waiting for the chance to snatch away the hard-earned prize. The competition between the two species is often a clash of strength and numbers. They are neither kings nor whirlwinds, but through strategy and teamwork, they have established themselves as one of the most successful predators nature has ever created. A true wolf pack of the African savanna. African dawn. The first golden light of the day paints the vast savanna, awakening a world still raw, harsh, and full of life. Amid this stillness, a sound rises, powerful and majestic. It is the roar of the lion, a proclamation of dominion over its kingdom. This is the land of the great predators, and at the top of the food chain, the lion reigns as an uncrowned king. But this crown is not freely given. It is earned each day through strength, wisdom, and masterful hunting skills. Unlike the imposing image of the male lion, the true hunters of the pride are the females. They are perfect hunting machines, operating in silence and with flawless coordination. Today's target is a herd of seagulls, creatures always on alert. With subtle signals, the lionesses tighten their circle. Then, the silence shatters. The chase begins, dust rising into the air. In the chaos, a young zebra is separated from the herd. A deadly mistake. Panic creates opportunity, and the lionesses never waste it. A powerful leap, and the hunt is over. Not every hunt has the support of the pride. Under the scorching midday sun, when most animals seek shelter, a lone lioness persists. Hunger is the strongest drive. Her target, a fully grown warthog, a prey not easily subdued, armed with sharp tusks ready to defend itself. This is a duel demanding speed, precision, and courage. Yet the greatest challenge for any pride is the African buffalo. Massive, united, and fiercely aggressive, they turn hunting into open war. Lions must work together, isolating a vulnerable individual. Even then, the struggle is brutal, and the hunters themselves may fall victim. the life of a lion is not only about blood and violence. When the pride is full, peace returns. The cubs, the future of the pride, become the center of attention. They play, learning survival skills through games. The lionesses, ruthless hunters, transform into patient and gentle mothers. Social bonds and tender care are the invisible glue holding the pride together. Never remains undisturbed. The scent of blood lures unwanted guests, hyenas, the eternal rivals of lions. Not just scavengers, they are skilled predators and cunning thieves. A tense standoff begins. The roars of lions clash with the eerie laughter of hyenas. This battle is not only for food, but for honor and territory. Sometimes, the greatest threat comes from within. Roaming male lions constantly seek to overthrow a pride. When two males confront each other, it is a fight to the death. The victor gains it all: territory, lionesses, and the right to pass on his bloodline. Yet his triumph brings tragedy. He will kill the cubs of his predecessor, a ruthless but natural act to ensure his lineage endures. The life of lions is a grand symphony of contradictions, brutal yet tender, endless battles tempered by rare moments of peace. They are architects of the ecosystem, guardians of the fragile balance of the savanna. As the sun sets, their roars echo once more, not just as a challenge, but as a promise of survival. A legacy written in claws and fangs, passed down through generations, as eternal as wild Africa itself. Wild Africa, a land of abundant life and endless struggles for survival. Here, life and death intertwine, creating an eternal cycle. From the massive herds of zebras running across the savanna to the apex predators, every creature plays a role in this grand symphony. when the hunt ends and silence falls, another army begins to act. High in the sky, the guardians of the air patiently patrol. They are the African vultures. With wingspans reaching nearly 3 meters, they are professional pilots, able to soar for hours on thermal currents with barely a flap. On the ground, a lion enjoys its hard-earned prize. Every successful hunt leaves traces, and that is the very signal the Sky Guardians have been waiting for. News of a feast spreads quickly. One by one, then by the dozens, vultures descend. The banquet begins. A fierce battle erupts. Different vulture species, such as white-backed vultures and lappet-faced vultures, along with opportunists like jackals and hyenas, all fight for their share. It is a chaotic yet highly efficient scene. Within just a few hours, they can strip a large carcass clean, leaving nothing but bare bones. To adapt to this unique diet, vultures have undergone an astonishing evolutionary process. Their bare heads and necks, covered only by a thin layer of down, allow them to stay clean while plunging deep into carcasses, preventing bacteria and parasites from clinging. Their digestive systems are among the most powerful in the natural world. Their extremely strong stomach acids can destroy deadly pathogens such as cholera bacteria, anthrax, and even rabies virus. They are nature's true sanitation workers. Without vultures, carcasses would decay slowly, becoming breeding grounds for lethal diseases across the savanna. Even among vultures, there is hierarchy. Larger species with stronger beaks, like the lappet-faced vulture, are the first to tear through tough skin and sinew, opening the way for smaller vultures like the whiteback to reach the softer flesh inside. Each species has its role, ensuring that no piece of food goes to waste. When not searching for food, vultures are highly social. They often gather in large flocks in trees. During breeding season, they nest on cliffs or tall trees. Both males and females take turns incubating the eggs and feeding the chicks. The young are fed by regurgitation, and thus a new generation of the savanna's cleanup crew is born. They are not killers, but their role is essential in maintaining cleanliness and balance within the ecosystem. They are silent heroes, the indispensable cleaners of wild Africa, ensuring that the cycle of life and death continues in a healthy way. Savanna, the untamed land where only the strongest endure. On the vast plains of Africa, the sun awakens, painting the horizon in gold. The night retreats, revealing a wide, untamed stage. This is the savanna, where every creature must face a new day in the eternal cycle of survival. This harsh land offers no privileges. Life and death intertwine in a fragile balance, governed by ancient laws of nature. Every dawn is a reminder that existence is both a privilege and a challenge. The ground trembles under thousands of hooves. A herd of zebras begins their long journey, an echo of the ancient migrations that have shaped this landscape for millennia. But they are not alone. Hidden in the shadows, predators roam. For lions, the undisputed kings of this land, every day is a hunt. Yet competition is fierce. Hyenas, wild dogs, and cheetahs all take part in this deadly dance, fighting for the same prize: survival. Water, the most precious resource, guides the giants of the plains. Elephants, with their heavy, majestic steps, follow secret paths passed down through generations. Waterholes are gathering places of life, but also traps of danger. Crocodiles, ancient predators, lie still, perfectly camouflaged in the mud, ready for a single careless moment. In the distance, a solitary giraffe stands as the sentry of the kingdom. From its towering view, it surveys the land, a symbol of serenity but always alert. Life on the savanna, however, is not only about the giants. Beneath the leaves, weaver ants perform a remarkable display of natural engineering. They use not only leaves as building material, but also their own larvae to produce silk, binding leaves together into a sturdy home. Underground, the true ecosystem engineers are at work. Termites, living in highly organized colonies, play a crucial role. Led by their king and queen, the workers and soldiers tirelessly decompose organic matter, aerate the soil, and recycle essential nutrients. On the surface, another important task unfolds. Dung beetles, the tiny architects of the land, diligently push balls of dung many times their size. This seemingly trivial act is vital to the health of the ecosystem. By burying the dung, they enrich the soil with essential nutrients, fostering plant growth. Their work also loosens the soil and prevents the spread of disease. These silent heroes prove that in nature, even the smallest actions can hold great meaning. As the sun sets, painting the sky in orange and purple, the real drama begins. Male lions may symbolize power, but it is the lionesses who are the true strategists, bearing the responsibility of feeding the pride. Spreading out like a fan, they move as shadows through the tall grass. Their communication is nearly invisible. A tilt of the head, a subtle flick of the tail, and the plan is set. A young lioness bursts forward, creating chaos. The zebra herd scatters, but the prey swiftly evades the first attack. The hunt is not over. Almost immediately, 2 more lionesses join in, tightening the trap around the foal left behind. This time, there's no escape. Sharp claws sink deep, marking the end of the chase. The aftermath is both brutal and efficient. The pride feasts together, but they must eat quickly. From the darkness, eerie laughter echoes. Hyenas are closing in, and above, vultures and marabou storks circle, heralds of death, ready to clean up what remains. When the lions are full in retreat, the opportunists rush in. Hyenas, vultures, marabou storks, all take their share. In the savanna, nothing goes to waste. Every fragment of life nourishes another, ensuring the cycle continues.